Hey, this is the Pit Stop. Welcome to the Pit Stop tonight. This is yours truly, the Grand Queen, coming at you. Oh, just popping in for a few minutes of summer. Summer, I can't say not just fun, but just a summer vibe. Summer 2025. And again, you are at the Pit Stop with yours truly, the Grand Queen, coming at you. And we are happy that you're here tonight. Just want to share. I don't know. I hope you guys have had a good week. And if you haven't, don't worry about it. You have we have there's so many strategies to having a good week. There's so many strategies to having a good day. And one of them is forgiveness. One of them is forgiveness, believe it or not. Forgiveness is a strategy. Look at the screen. You remember you're at the pit stop. Just a little laid back vibe. And forgiveness is one of our strategies. Forgiveness is more than it's a strategy, and it's dialogue. Dialogue, it changes things. Tapping into just learning how to be free. I talked about that the last time. Liberation, our emotional self, how to be emotionally liberated. I guess some people's like saying, Grand Queen, are you sure? What are you talking about? Emotionally liberated. That means a lot. If you're emotionally liberated, you can live a better life. You're not bothered by this, that, and the third so much. You're more in tune to what needs to happen in your life, and you can help others. And tonight we're talking about forgiveness, and it's free. Forgiven and free. It's free. Forgiveness is free, and it also frees you up to better things in life. So here we are with yours truly, the Grand Queen, at the pit stop. And remember, this is not a medical advisory board. This is not a medical advice. We always ask you. You should always seek medical advice with your medical team, your medical professional team, with your mental health advisors, with your mental health therapists, with whatever is associated with your mental health, whatever is associated with good therapy. You want good therapy, healthy therapy that frees you up, that frees up your life, that frees your mind, your heart, to be able to be the phenomenal you. That's what it's about, the phenomenal you. You and me, you, she, he, thee, we, they, us. It's about being free. And forgiveness is one of the strategies. And it starts with a dialogue. Sometimes in life, as the song says, it's way past conversation. Sometimes things can get way past conversation. What the song said, the old me is dead and gone. Yeah, that's what Eminem, and my guy who sings the song, when he says, he raps about a scenario in his life, and he talks about when things got way past conversation. And that happens sometimes. We just feel like forgiveness is way past conversation. You just want to just throw down and just go at it. That happens. Um, Sometimes you just feel like, as Chris Tucker said in his movie with Jackie Chan, he said he didn't know when he was gonna start slapping, but he just know he just wanted to slap somebody. He was just gonna start slapping. He just didn't know when. He just gonna start slapping. That's how you feel sometimes. You just feel like you don't want to forgive. You just feel like you just want to just get it done. Just start slapping in a way that's way past conversation. I'm just saying. And technically, it doesn't help. It doesn't free you it doesn't free your mind and your life in the way to restore. It doesn't tap into the parts of any type of restoration. Luke chapter 11:4 says, keep us forgiven with you and for giving others. You know, that word forgiving is a tough one because when some people hear it, they're like, are you kidding me? I'm never going to forgive her. I'm never going to forgive him. Like, get out of here. Forgiveness is just like, it's just like having an action plan to change. That's all. It's just about making changes. And sometimes forgiveness has to do with setting boundaries. When you set boundaries, sometimes you may have to put miles between you and a person. Sometimes you may have to unfriend the person. Sometimes you may have to um, just reevaluate things. And it doesn't mean you don't love the person, but you also have to respect who the boundaries that you're setting. You also have to respect the things that are wonderfully made about you. You have to respect your creativity and be unapologetic about it. Learn to be unapologetically you. All right? I'm just saying. That's how the Grand Queen feels about herself. I have learned to be unapologetically me because there's only one me and there's only one you. And at the same time, I've learned to embrace that unapologetic me. I've learned to embrace me and not owing any explanation as to why I set certain boundaries with certain people, because people know when they cross the line. They know when you've set boundaries. They know when you've set and when they have not acknowledged those boundaries, when they haven't acknowledged you and you are continually being undermined or walked over like a rug or pushed aside and of the sort. That's not how life grows. That's not how life is. Life shouldn't be like that. It is, but it shouldn't be like that. So forgiveness is actually comes in with a change of plan. Forgiveness creates conversation, dialogue, and strategy. And what's the end game? Transformation. So forgiveness taps into what? Transformation and restoration. And what does that equal? Freedom. That definitely equals freedom. And many of us need to be free. This is the summer vibe. The pit stop. This is the July summer vibe tonight with yours truly, the Grand Queen. And listen, building together. Uh, it means something. Speak your truths. Speak your truths. Speak your truths. Build together. Heal forward. Forgiven and free. This is the summer check-in. This is the summer check-in. Right? Speak your words. Speak your truths. And also, this also has to do with our people, Black men and Black women. Sometimes, again, it goes way past conversation, but it needs to stop. It needs to just stop it. Black men and women in dialogue, equals healing, advocacy, and systematic change. That's what it's about tonight at the pit stop. That's what it's about tonight at the pit stop. So tap into being a part of the transformation. You understand? Learn how to forgive each other. There's a strategy, there's a plan. Now, you might not have to say, some people may expect, okay, maybe me and this person, we will remain friends or family forever. It might not happen that way. Or it may happen that way, but it may happen from a distance, and that's okay. Sometimes you may not be up close and personal the way you would like it to be, and still be free and still be transformed and still hold dialogue. That's okay. You might have to do it at a distance and still be moving in your healing and advocate for a systematic change. I'm just saying. So, yeah. So, again, this is not a medical advice. This is the opportunity to create more dialogue for transformation, for restoration among people, period. This just happens so much among our people. So many other cultures, they are about dialogue, but with our people, sometimes it's too far in between with less dialogue. So I'm here to just create more safe spaces to talk about it. That's all. That's what we're about, the Just Stop It Show. That's what we're about. That's what our mission is about with the Just Stop It Show. You know, the pit stop is just a subdivision of our show, you know, for a time to sit down and just talk and just cool out and chill out and talk about different issues. But the Just Stop It Show is where we dig deep. The Just Stop It Show is where we dig deep. And the pit stop tonight, Wednesday nights, I'm sure I say Thursday nights because we changed it for the summer for Thursday nights. They've been a Thursday night vibe, a Thursday night July summer vibe. You know, we're digging deep. We're digging deep into the exchange between our people, between Black men and women, and mental health and generational trauma and identity. That's what it's about. And then once we understand and identify those things among ourselves, then we can integrate, then we can share with others on how things are really supposed to be. That's all. It's simple, not basic. So I'm going to amplify this thing again. We're going to continue to dig deep, and we're coming back on Sunday. So again, Black men plus women in dialogue equals what? Healing, advocacy, and systematic change. This is only the beginning. And the end game is speaking our truths. The end game, speaking our truths. And what? Building together and healing forward. That's what it's about. So, family, tune in on Sunday. We'll be back on Sunday at the healing table at the Just Stop It Show. Right? So please like, subscribe at Just Stop It at YouTube, at J Tire Form 1 at YouTube. Again, like, subscribe, and leave some comments and somewhat support. And also reflection. Leave some dialogue on how we can transform and restore one another through what? Forgiveness, and free ourselves, free others, right? Keep those creative juices flowing in our lives, the emotional self. Keep it tight and make it right. Much love, joy, and peace.